Welcome back to AFT Dice Season 3. It is round 2. Let's go to the first game. It's Western Bulldogs versus Fremantle. Let's go to the first quarter. And the first quarter, Western Bulldogs have kicked 1-1 to Fremantle, 6-1. Let's go to the second quarter. Second quarter, Bulldogs have kicked 2-6. So that's 3-7 to Fremantle 1-4. So that's 7-5. And at halftime, Fremantle are leading by 22 points. Let's go to the third quarter. Western Bulldogs have kicked 2-6. That's 5-13 to Fremantle 6-5. So that's 13-10. Let's go to the last quarter. Bulldogs have kicked 1-4, 6-17 to Fremantle 2-6. That's 15-16. And in the end, Fremantle have won by nearly 10 goals, so 53 points. All right, let's go to the second game. It's Adelaide versus Richmond. Adelaide have kicked 5-4 to Richmond 6-4. And at quarter time, Richmond lead by a goal. All right, let's go to this second quarter. Adelaide have kicked 2-3. So that's 7-7 to Richmond 2-5. So it's 8-9. Let's go to the third quarter. It's very close, this game. Adelaide have kicked 6-6 and it's just opened up this game. Richmond have kicked 2-3, so that's 10-12. And at three-quarter time, Adelaide Crows are leading by 19 points. Let's go to the last quarter. Adelaide have kicked 5-3, so that's 18-16 to Richmond 2-3. That's 12-15. And in the end, Adelaide have won this game by 37 points. All right. Let's go to the third game. It's Port Adelaide versus GWS Giants. Port Adelaide have kicked 3-4. The GWS Giants 4-4. Let's go to the second quarter. Port Adelaide have kicked 6-3, so that's 9-7 to GWS. All right, GWS Giants have kicked 2-4, so that's 6-8. Let's go to the third quarter. And Port Adelaide have kicked 2-2, so it's 11-9 to GWS Giants 3-6. That's 9-14. And at three-quarter time, Port Adelaide are leading by 7 points. Let's go to the last quarter. Port Adelaide have kicked 1-1, so that's 12-10 to GWS 4-5. So that's 13-19. And GWS Giants have beaten Port Adelaide, who were on top after round 1, but have lost. GWS Giants have beaten Port Adelaide by 15 points. Let's go to the next game. It's Collingwood versus Geelong. Collingwood have kicked 6-1 to Geelong 5-4. Let's go to the second quarter. Second quarter, Collingwood have kicked 2-1. That's 8-2 to Geelong 3-1. So it's 8-5. And at half time, Geelong are leading by 3 points. Let's go to the third quarter. Collingwood have kicked 1 goal 1, so it's 9-3. To Geelong 1-3, so it's 9-8. And Geelong are leading by 5 points. Let's go to the last quarter. And Collingwood have kicked 3 goals 6, 12 goals 9. To Geelong 6 goals 2, so that's 15 goals 10. And in the end, Geelong have beaten the Magpies by 19 points. All right, let's go to the next game. It's St Kilda versus Brisbane. St Kilda have kicked 5 goals 2. To Brisbane 2 goals 3. Let's go to the second quarter. And St Kilda have kicked 6 goals 3. It's 11 goals 5. To Brisbane 1-2. That's 3 goals 5. And at half time, St Kilda have got a handy lead by 48 points. Let's go to the third quarter. St Kilda have kicked 2 goals 2. So it's 13 goals 7. To Brisbane 2 goals 4. So that's 5 goals 9. Let's go to the last quarter. And St Kilda have kicked 2 goals 5. That's 15 goals 12. To Brisbane 4 goals 3. So that's 9 goals 12. And in the end, St Kilda have won this game by 6 goals. All right, let's go to the next game. It's Hawthorn versus Carlton. Hawthorn have kicked 2 goals 4. To Carlton 4 goals 5. Let's go to the second quarter. Hawthorn have kicked 6 goals 3. So it's 8 goals 7. To Carlton 3 goals 4. So that's 7 goals 9. And at half time, Hawthorn are leading by 4 points. Let's go to the third quarter. Hawthorn have kicked 6 goals 1. That's 14 goals 8. To Carlton 5 goals 4. So that's 12 goals 13. And at three-quarter time, Hawthorn are leading by 7 points. Let's go to the last quarter. Hawthorn have kicked 5 goals 2. So that's 19 goals 10. To Carlton 3 goals 2. That's 15 goals 15. And in the end, Hawthorn have beaten the Blues by 19 points. All right, let's go to the next game. It's Gold Coast versus West Coast. Gold Coast have kicked 4 goals 2. To West Coast 4 goals 6. Let's go to the second quarter. Gold Coast have kicked 1-4. So that's 5 goals 6. To West Coast 5 goals 2. So that's 9 goals 8. And at half time, West Coast are leading by 26 points. Let's go to the third quarter. Gold Coast have kicked 4 goals 5. 9 goals 11. To West Coast 4 goals 5. So it's 13 goals 13. And it's three-quarter time, West Coast are leading by 26 points still. All right, let's go to the last quarter. Gold Coast have kicked 2 goals 1. So it's 11 goals 12. The West Coast 6 goals 1. So it's 19 goals 14. And West Coast have beaten the Gold Coast by 50 points. So that puts West Coast up second on the ladder with Fremantle on top. All right, let's go to the next game. It's Essendon versus Melbourne. So Essendon have kicked 3 goals 6 to 5 goals 1. This is the grand final rematch from last season. All right, let's go to the second quarter. Essendon have kicked 2 goals 2. So it's 5 goals 8. To Melbourne 5 goals 5. So it's 10 goals 6. Let's go to the third quarter. Essendon have kicked 5 goals, 4, so that's 10 goals, 12. To Melbourne, 5 goals, 3, so that's 15 goals, 9. Let's go to the last quarter of this game, Essendon versus Melbourne. Essendon have kicked 3 goals, 6, that's 13 goals, 8, 18. To Melbourne, 5 goals, 6, that's 20 goals, 15. And like they did in the grand final last season, Melbourne have beaten Essendon by 39 points. All right, let's go to the last game of the round. It's Sydney versus North Melbourne. Sydney have kicked 6 goals, 3. To North Melbourne, 1 goal, 4. And let's go to the second quarter. Sydney have kicked 6 goals, 4. So that's 12 goals, 7. To North Melbourne, 4 goals, 4. So that's 5 goals, 8. 5 goals, 8. Let's go to the third quarter. Sydney have kicked 3 goals, 2. So that's 15 goals, 9. To North Melbourne, 5 goals, 4. So that's 10 goals, 12. And at 3-quarter time, Sydney are leading by 27 points. All right, let's go to the last quarter. Sydney have kicked 5 goals, 5. So that's 20 goals, 14. To North Melbourne, 3 goals, 6. So that's 13 goals, 18. And in the end, Sydney have beaten North Melbourne by 38 points. All right, that concludes round 2 for Dice Season 3. We'll see you next time on AFT Dice Season 3.